Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another stream. And today, Murders at Karlov Manor is out. We're going to do maybe a little Sealed. I haven't done Sealed in a long time. I kind of thought it'd be sort of like a pre-release sort of situation, so maybe we'll play a little Sealed today. See how that goes. In the meantime, hopefully things are going well with the audio and everything. I think I corrected the issues that I had last week. And I'm sure the stream will go much smoother. I even practiced some Arena, so I think I know how to use it now. And hopefully that will go smoother as well. So thank y'all for joining us today. I'll kind of wait for people to come in, see how everything goes. So while I'm still at the beginning of the stream, especially for folks watching it on the replay, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to one of my gold patrons. Let me go ahead and bring it up real quick here. Thomas Wright. I've started doing shout outs to the gold patrons and also the silver patrons and the two highest membership levels for YouTube. And today I did want to say thank you to Thomas Wright for all the support. Thomas has been a patron for a very long time on the channel, actually. Has been a great supporter of what we do here at Heroes and Legends. And I did want to take a moment to say thank you, Thomas. I do appreciate you. Do appreciate all the support. So thank you very much. Just wanted to say that real quick. And let's see if some folks are coming in here. See how the stream's doing. Yeah, looks like everything's going good. So hey, Lasagna. Hey, cool. Thank you very much for letting me know. Yes, Teferi, the chat lag should be fixed. I guess we'll see. We'll see. It should be okay though. I turned off it has low latency. Before it had, like, I forget what it said, something like high latency. So it should be good. Should do better today with that. Just double checking everything real quick here, but I did fix the microphone issue. That was interesting because it was, I don't know, I guess apparently with OBS it said everything was balanced, but it was defaulting to like a stereo setup where I only had a single plug going in. So because it defaults to stereo, that's why it was only on the left side last week. Good now though. It was pretty easy to fix once I figured out what it was. You just turn off the stereo setting and it was fine. Hey, MTG Hillbilly, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks for subbing. I do appreciate all the subscribers, all the new folks that have been coming in. I took a little break from, I took a long break from streaming, but I took a little break from content creation, and you know, it's tough because you lose subscribers during that time, and then when you come back, I think people like who've gotten out of Magic, they start seeing your videos appear on the feed, and they're like, oh, I don't play Magic anymore. So they start unsubscribing every time you put out a video. And then, you know, if the algorithm doesn't push the video very well, then you're not getting a lot of new subscribers. So I'm sure I'm kind of in this situation now where I'm like losing people and gaining them probably at a very close rate. So I'm kind of treading water, but it's good to have you. Thank you, MTG Hillbilly. Appreciate that. So yeah, hope everyone's doing all right today, having a good day. I did play a little bit of Karlov Manor. I did one quick draft. I did all right, and that was it. So I'm still not very familiar with all the cards. I know some of the cards from doing the videos from the previous week where we talked about which cards from Karlov were spiking the price of existing cards. But obviously that's just a very few amount of cards. I mean, I read through everything quickly when I was making those videos, but I'm still learning a lot about the set, so we'll see how it goes today. That's why I figured maybe I'll just do Sealed today and do a draft another day. Hey, Kyoji, hopefully I said that right. Welcome. Oh, very cool. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check out your channel as well. Thank you. Um, yeah, it's tough. You know, I was saying last week, it's like it's kind of like being on that hamster wheel of YouTube wants you to do like longer and longer and longer videos, basically, to keep people engaged. When you go back and forth between a long video and a short video, it's like probably the worst thing you can do for your channel. And you know, I reached a point where I just can't devote like the time to make super super long videos. My videos since I've been back have been between like 8 and 12 minutes, which, you know, I think is good because personally, I don't know, I watch videos that are like 8 to 12 minutes more so than I watch videos that are like 30 minutes. But you know, I understand it doesn't seem to, the YouTube algorithm doesn't seem to care like how long people watch. Like if someone watched 100% of a 5-minute video but they only watched 1% of a 4-hour video, it likes the 1% of the 4-hour video better. So, you know, like, I don't know. Oh, really? Cryptic Cloak? I'll have to check that out. I haven't looked at prices for a couple days once I did those last few videos that I posted at the beginning of the week. So I'll have to see. I figured there'd be some stuff happening, though. Um, oh, very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Kyoji. And yeah, I figured there'd be some stuff jumping now that the set's coming out officially today, right? Yeah, today's the official start. So yeah, so what I'll do with like this coming week's videos, I probably won't feature cards from Karlov yet because they just officially came out. I'll probably start putting those in the following week, but I'm sure they're going to have an impact on some cards out there that are currently out there. I'm sure it's already happening. So looking forward to seeing all that. I'll probably start looking at that stuff this weekend. So I'm prepared for the Tuesday, and I think Tuesday and Wednesday will probably be the days I post those 2 videos like I have been doing. That seems to be working out pretty good, and viewership seems decent, especially again considering I've been away for as long as I have been. I took almost 6 months off from making the video content. So, but the Tuesdays and Wednesdays seem to be going well, so I'll stick with that and for now and see how that goes. But so I've been looking at card prices usually like a little bit over the weekend. Then Monday I'll really like sit down and make sure I have all my notes and what's going on. And then Tuesday I'll go in and see what changed, and then I can make the first video. So that's been working. So yeah. All right. Let's see here. So got some people coming in. Yeah, this is only the second stream I've done. Last week's stream was really more of a test stream because I was still trying to figure out everything. Since I streamed last, which was again a number of years ago, I have new computers, new microphones, all sorts of stuff going on. So I had to get everything working right again, and I think I'm pretty much there. I just need to get good at Magic again. That's the real challenge now. So for those of you who are able to watch maybe weekly as I do these, hopefully you'll see me getting better. Last week was tough, but we got there. We got there. So I just was struggling with Arena last week. Like I couldn't figure out, like it froze on me at one point. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing, but it'll be better this week. So anyway, why don't we get started, right? I'm sure more people will come in as we go, but let's go ahead and play a little. We'll play a little sealed today, and then maybe next week do a draft. So sealed, okay, sure. Yup. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. There's our packs. Alright, what do we got for a rare? Vein Ripper. Sacrifice a creature. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Okay, it's 3 on a color though, but that's actually not bad. 6/5 of flying. Also has ward. Okay. What's this one? Case of the Stash Skeleton. When this case enters the battlefield, create a 2/1 black skeleton creature token. To solve, you control no suspected skeletons, and once it's solved, pay black and 1. Sacrifice this case, search your library for a card, put into your hand, so demonic tutor. Okay. Menace Ward 2 haste. Whenever this attacks, sacrifice any number of other creatures and exile the top X cards of your library, where X is their total power. You may cast any number of instants or sorceries. Okay. Look at all these. You got a rare land, which I mean, that's good, but for sealed, you don't always want to see rare lands. Oh, thanks, MTG Hillbilly. I appreciate that. Glad you saw. Glad I was on the YouTube page, and you found me there. I appreciate that. Let's see what's up. Krenko's Buzz Crushers. Flying Trample. Reasonable cost. 2 red and 2. Enters battlefield for each player. Destroy up to 1 non-basic land that player controls. For each land destroyed this way, its controller may search the library. So the ability itself for sealed isn't great, but a flying trample creature for 4/4 that's a 4/4 for 2 red and 2, that's pretty decent. I mean, oh, we got another rare land. Yikes. Okay. I mean, these are nice to have. I'm glad I have them for when I play constructed, but you know, rather have some more bombs. First spell you cast costs a white and blue more to cast for each target beyond its first. Choose any number of target players. Investigate 8 times. Okay. Cryptex. Collect evidence. Add 1 mana of any color. Draw 3 cards. Okay. Okay. Kellyan. Let's see. This card I've noticed before. I do like this one. There's some versatility here, which is nice. Hey, MTG Gaming Bob. How are you doing today? Welcome back. Yeah, I've seen this card before. It's pretty good. Flying Vigilance 3/4, blue, green 2. When it attacks, destroy up to 1 target artifact, and if you controlled that permanent, draw a card. Okay, and it also has the sorcery adventure side as well to investigate and play an additional land. So kind of like a weaker growth spiral on that side of the card. So that's cool. Sharp-Eyed Rookie. 2/2 Vigilance. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if its power is greater than this card's power, or its toughness is greater, then put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. It's a bear with upside, so sure. I mean, looking at what we have just for our rares so far, I mean, I kind of like the black and red rares we got here. We got the Mythic. We got this one over here, the Krenko's Buzz Crusher. Yeah, definitely decent. Agreed, MTG Bob. So, yeah. I also like this, though. Kellen Inquisitor. I mean, sure. So, we got some stuff to work with. The real key is what we get when it comes to, like, the commons. Where our strong commons, uncommon. So, let's see what happens. Okay. So, we got... I don't know if we want to start, just go in order, or... Let's look at black first, because I did like the Mythic we had and stuff. We got another one of these. Destroy up to 1 target creature that was dealt damage this turn. 3 or more creature cards are put in the graveyard, and then this case is a 4/4 Gorgon creature with Death Touch and Lifelink. That's decent. I mean, for an uncommon, it only costs 1 to get it going. I mean, you just have to get it to activate. That's the thing. Hey, Spencer, welcome. Case of the Stashed Skeleton. That's the one we already read from before. That was the rare. Okay. When this enters battlefield, target opponent exiles a card from their hand. Okay. There's battlefield. Here's a disguise card. I played with this one when I played the other day. I played with this one too. Those were decent. I mean, I wasn't overly impressed, but they were fine. Played with this card too. Again, it was decent. Probably depends on how the rest of your deck is. I feel like this would probably be better. The Macabre Reconstruction might be better in draft, where you can craft your deck a little better than sealed, but it might still be good. I mean, just getting creatures back late game, it's kind of like card draw, and you're drawing into heat in a way. So for 4 mana, it's probably not bad. One or more creatures leave your graveyard till end of turn. And Menace and Lifelink. Okay. That's not too bad. Again, if you can get that type of thing going. Enter that target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. That's good. Whenever one or more creature cards use. Okay. So again, that type of thing going on. Sacrifice another creature, draw a card. Was suspected, draw 2. Okay. And then there's the Vein Ripper. So pretty decent stuff. In black. Let's look at the red, because I did like that red card as well. Whenever this attacks, face down spells you cast this turn cost 1 less to cast, and that's not horrible. I mean, it's a cheap one too. Yeah, you don't want to pull that late in the game though. That's going to be kind of sad. As long as it's your turn, equip creature gets +1/+0 and has first strike. I don't hate that equipment because it's cheap. It doesn't take too much to equip. I can sack it to draw a card if I don't need it. That's not bad. Oh, Galvanize. That's great. I'll take that. Case of the Burning Mask. Oh, it deals 3 damage. you have me right there. 3 damage target creature opponent controls. Great. I don't even need to read the rest. 3 or more sources you control dealt damage this turn to solve. Sacrifice, exile top 3 cards of your library. Choose one of them. You may play the card. Okay. Kind of your classic aggro, like see more cards and get to more stuff in red. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on Crime Novelist and add red mana. Okay, so if we're sacrificing artifacts, I guess. Reach. When this enters the battlefield, choose one. Destroy up to 1 target artifact. Okay. Sacrifice. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Investigate. Combat trick. Decent. We read this card already. Pretty good. When this enters battlefielder's turn face up to 1 target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay. And Suspicious Detonation. Yeah, that's pretty good too. So I like the removal in red. I feel like probably going to be in red. Maybe black-red, but let's see what else is here. Pick your poison. I think that's okay from what I've seen. I haven't really used it, but yeah, it's kind of more like a sideboard card, and we're doing best of 1 here, so I don't know. Equipped creature gets +1/+2 in reach. Can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. It's not horrible. Yeah, I guess I haven't really looked closely at this clue equipment. It doesn't seem, some of it doesn't seem that bad. Enters battlefield, surveil 2, exile, graveyard, put +1 and target sorcery. Creature enters battlefield under control if its power is greater than oh, we read that one earlier. When this enters, going to distribute 2+1/+1 counters. Okay. I don't know. My green so far, there's Slime Against Humanity. I don't really think this will be good and sealed, but there it is. That's one I'm familiar with from the video a week ago or so. Bite down on crime. You may collect evidence. Okay. I don't know. Collecting evidence I don't think will be hard to do in sealed, but I don't know. I feel like there's a consistency issue there, at least in, you know, maybe not in draft, but I don't know. Just turn face up, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That's good. Creatures you control gain trample till end of turn. 7 to flip it, but that's not bad. It's a 4/4 for 4 otherwise. Okay. Locks it on Eavesdropper. Enters battlefield, investigate. Whenever you draw a second card each turn, it gets +1/+1, gains vigilance. Okay. The Killer Among Us enters battlefield. I saw someone use this card on a stream I was watching. It was actually kind of interesting. Create a human, a merfolk, and a goblin. Secretly choose one of them, and then you sacrifice this and the chosen creature type. If target attacking creature token is the chosen type, put 3+1/+1 counters on it. So your opponent, and it gains death touch till end of turn. So your opponent has to kind of guess which one is going to become worse, I guess, when they're making their blocks and stuff. Interesting idea. When this is turned face up, destroy target artifact, enchantment, and opponent controls. I like this. Glintweaver was pretty good for me. I did play that in the one draft I did play. Let's see what we have here. So maybe we got some decent Cyan postcards. Let's quickly look at those. There's something in Azorius colors, which is a good counterspell, actually. Very good counterspell if we end up in those colors. This spell costs, this one we saw earlier. Flying Vigilance, Disguise. Face up, you may tap or untap a target creature. Yeah, that's not bad. Witch Drinker, Vampire. Whenever another creature of power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Huh. Creatures you control with power 2 or less gain Death Touch and Lifelink. So that's going to count for your disguise creatures coming into play. That's not bad. I mean, maybe that's worth splashing white for. Let's see. When this enters the battlefield face up, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put 1 into your hands, the other into your graveyard. You control enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has base power toughness 1/1, but gets Death Touch and is an assassin. So it's a control magic, but it turns the creature into a 1/1 Death Touch. That's not bad. Because you can hopefully neutralize one of their big threats. And you get something out of it. I don't hate that. This enters battlefield, turn face up, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter. Okay, with flying. That seems decent. And a 3/2 body. Menace, Ward, Haste. We saw this one earlier. When this dies, deals 2 damage. That's not bad. And we might be in black-red, so that would be good. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, investigate. Crowd Control Warden. Enters the battlefield or turn face up, put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of other creatures you control. That could be decent. This we saw earlier. +1/+1 counter on each attacking creature. Create Thopters. This one's kind of interesting. Mill 3 cards, investigate. Each opponent mills 3 cards, then you cast a spell from each opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If a spell cast this way be put into the graveyard, exile it instead. Huh. That's not bad. I mean, you could get something good. Hey, Big Tonka. How are you doing today? Thanks for being here. And we don't have a ton of like artifacts here. The Cryptex might be okay. Collect evidence 3. Add 1 mana of any color. Put an unlock counter on it. Sacrifice. Surveil 3. Then draw 3 cards. Activate only if you have 5 or more. That seems like it's going to take a long time. And you're going to have to really sort of like, I don't know. You're going to have to really cannibalize your graveyard to do that. That seems like it seems like it's not going to work out the way you think it's going to work out. Surveil 1 when this comes into play. Okay, let's go back. We didn't look at the white and blue, right? So let's see what we got here. Disguise and return target permanent you control to its owner's hand. +1/+1. Equipped here, more equipment. Equipped creature gets +2 +0. Gain 3 life. Okay. Novice Inspector is good. When this enters battlefield, investigate for just 1 white. That's a reason to play white, but it might be our only reason right now. Target creature gets +2/+2 till end of turn. Investigate. That's not bad. Enters battlefield under your control. Whenever a detective you control is turned face up, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Control 3 or more detectives. So you really have to be in on the detectives here to get this to work. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus a clue token. Okay. Here's another detective card here. Make your move, artifact or enchantment power. That's probably good. Base 4/3 evidence collected. Okay. Deduce is good. I had people playing that. That's cool. I'll see you in a bit, Big Tonka. Yeah, I should be starting pretty soon. I'm almost done going through these. I'm thinking we're black. I'm thinking we're black, red, maybe a little splash. Jaden else loses defender, gains vigilance. Untap another target permanent you control, collect evidence. Spectre, another detective. Here's a detective card. Control. Control stays up. Okay. Enters battlefields. Okay. Yeah, we just don't have any big bombs here. Living Conundrum. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, skip that draw instead. As long as there are no cards in your library. This is power, base power and toughness 10-10 and flying and vigilance. Okay, sure. It's kind of an interesting card. I don't think it's going to be good for us here. But okay, so I think we're going to go with the black-red. So let's start building this thing. We definitely want this, clearly. This, create a 2-1. You control no suspected skeletons. Sacrifice this, and I get to tutor eventually. That's probably decent. Let's see. Enters the battlefield. Target opponent exiles a card from their hand. I mean, they're choosing the card, and you're getting a 1/1 for 2 in the end. Like, that can disrupt them, especially in sealed if they're like hanging on to like their one great removal spell. You know, or they have a decision to make, like, do I get rid of my removal spell, or do I get rid of a creature that's like on curve? It could mess them up. I don't think it's going to be amazing. Let me put it in for now, but it's disrupted, but it's not at the same time. This card I think's fine. This one, I played with this yesterday, and it was all right. Whenever one or more suspected creatures you control attacks for round 1. Again, it's aggressive, and we're in those aggressive colors. I think Macabre Reconstruction is going to be good. Rot Farm Morpede. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard. So I guess the big question is, like, how efficient is our sealed deck going to be at that? But it is still a 3/4 for 4, and sealed, that's not, like, horrible. So let me throw it in there. Flash. This I really like. Sacrifice another creature. Draw a card. We need some ways to draw cards, and if we're going to lose a creature anyway, this might be good. A 3/6 for 5 is also a good blocker. Yeah, let's do it. Sacrifice creature. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Flying Ward. Well, even again, let's pretend the ability's not there. You got yourself a 6 casting cost 6/5 flyer. We can sack creatures. We can bring them back with our Macabre Reconstruction. Doesn't seem bad. So, and the thing is, sometimes you get your opponent down to like 4 life, and you have you kind of a stalled board state or something. Like, this will get you there. All right, so far so good. Like, I think our black was actually pretty solid. I think our red's pretty solid too. So when this attacks, face down spells are going to cost 1 less. I think this is going to be very situational. And a 1/2 for 1 isn't like amazing. So like, I don't know. Let me throw it in for the moment, but that's one potential you may cut if we need to. When this attacks face down spells you cast this turn cost 1 less to cast. Oh, we got 2 of those. I don't think we need 2 of those. We'll just leave 1. Okay, I kind of like this. First strike on a sizable creature could be decent. Galvanized definitely is going in. This is the one that, yes, you are in. Whenever you control, whenever you sacrifice an artifact. I don't know if I'm sacrificing any artifacts. I don't have many artifacts, actually. So probably not that. Yeah, right? Yeah, Gaming Bob, like, it totally does feel like a Rakdos aristocrat like thing. I used to play aristocrats a long time ago. Hopefully I still remember what I'm doing. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. Destroy up to 1 target artifact. Sacrifice an artifact. if you do. So again, I'm probably not sacrificing artifacts. I just don't have that many. But a 2/2 reach for 3 and sealed, and I could destroy an artifact. I mean, there's gonna be clue tokens. Yeah, sure. There's 2 of them. I don't know if I want 2, but let me just throw it in now. We'll take a look at our curve. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Investigate. I think that's actually a decent combat trick. I don't want to go too heavy on that stuff, but let me throw 1 in, and I know it's there if I need it. Yeah, definitely Gaming Bomb. Agreed. Krenko's Buzz Crusher, that's gonna be good. And what's this one again? Offender at large. Enters battlefield or is turned face up. 1 target creature gets, yeah, I mean, sizable. So let's see. And that's it for the red. Then what did I say? Do we want to splash for this card? What do I have for lands here? I did get a couple Surveil lands. There is a red-white. So that's a thing. We got this thing too. Sacrifice unless you tap it on tap an artifact or land you control. So, it comes into play tapped, so I have to sack a land. I don't know. If I was going like 4 colors or something, if splashing a color, I don't think that's going to be efficient. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy too. The Shady Informant's good. We'll throw that in there. And I also kind of liked... Yeah, yes, Gaming Bob. You caught it right when I did, I think. Yeah, the 4/2 need to go in. The I like this Jetsam side of the card here. Like, I kind of want to try that out and just kind of see what it does, if anything. I mean, let me throw it in for right now. And then if I want to splash for this 1 creature, I mean, is it worth it? I guess we'll see what we have here and we'll decide if it's worth it. I mean, according to this, I'm short a card anyway. They're putting forests in my deck. I don't want forests in my deck. So, oops. Now I'm taking cards out. Here, let me go to lands. Let me just do this. Let's add... So 7/5 is and 1 is what they're suggesting, and we have the dual land in here for another white source. So it's kind of like having 6, 2, and 7. Yeah, let's actually count these up and see what we're doing for colors. I mean, our curve's pretty good. What did that say too? We're still we can still add some cards. So okay, we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 lands right now. So we are going to need let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 34. So probably need to cut 1 card and then put some more lands in. Does this give us a breakdown of what we got here? 13 creatures. It's not too bad. We need to add some lands, we know. Curve's decent. I don't know. I wasn't like super, other than the artifacts around color, I wasn't like super into some of these artifacts. But let me take a look at them again, make sure I didn't miss anything. We didn't get many artifacts, actually. We got 1 rare one, which I wasn't like super excited about. So I probably have to cut one card. I mean, I guess it could be a creature. Okay, let's see. So we're definitely keeping that. This I probably could cut. This probably could cut as well, but I actually think it's probably better than this one. So galvanize. Yeah, we're definitely keeping these. We'll keep those. Good curve cards, I guess, if nothing else. We'll keep one of those. Yeah, I mean, our higher end stuff I think is decent. Yeah, good point. In the end, I don't know how many disguised creatures I actually got here. That might not be worth our time. That is true, Bob. Let me just check real quick. It was 2 power. Is it 2 or less? Is that what it is? 2 power or less? Okay, so 1 or 2 power. That would be that card, which we might cut anyway. That card. That one. Those two. I don't know, maybe. I guess that's it, though, in the end. And we don't have any disguise, do we? Or did I miss some? Oh, there's a disguise. So we do have some disguise. There's one. There's another one. This one also has disguise. 2/4 flyer. Yeah, I don't know the ability. Giving them lifelink, death touch. I mean, maybe. I do like kind of the passive ability, though. We'll go. We'll try it. Who knows? All right. So if I'm cutting one card, is it just this? Face down spells you cast this turn cost 1 less, and that will leave me with what, 12 creatures? That's probably okay. Some of these make this one of them makes a token, right? So that's kind of like a creature. Yeah, I'm like on the fence about it too. I'm kind of like splashing for just this. Is it going to just be disruptive? Like, are we gonna draw it and just be like, or are we gonna draw into our like planes when we need another land? Like, is it like super important right now? Because if we stick with 2 colors, I mean, we'll have consistency. A lot of times that goes a long way in sealed, because people sometimes try to stretch. What if we dump it? If we dump that, then I don't even have to cut another card if I don't want to, or I can change something, but I don't have to cut anything. I just need to add the lands. How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, actually 12. Okay, for black, I didn't count that one. Okay, so, I really don't care about the first half of Flotsam. Like, mill 3 cards, investigate. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's fine. I mean, I do have the. Again, do I throw like a forest in here for that? I can get rid of that land too. Okay, so actually I can add a couple more cards because I forgot I did cut that one. What? Don't need advanced filters. Okay. Don't need that. Take off the lands. There we go. Okay. What didn't we use? Oh, I never put this suspicious detonation in. I missed that. So there you go. There's one. And then I could always put this back, or I could put this back in. Again, I don't know how great that is. Let's look at artifacts too. I wanted to look at those again. Equipped creature gets +1/+2. When it enters the battlefield, surveil. I mean, it's maybe this one. Yeah, how many that puts us up to how many creatures did I say? 12 creatures. True, you could do gold. You could do other disguise cards for creatures. Oops, let's not leave. Well, what if we did this? Hang on. What if I threw this artifact creature in? It's a 2-drop. It's nothing crazy, but it's something. Oh, the flip up costs are hybrid. Good point. I need to look at that. Like that one's green-white, but yeah, you're right. The flip up cost may actually fall into our color somewhere, right? Good point. Like this one, for example, would work with black. It's flying 1 forward, 2 cards in your library. Put one in your hand, other in your graveyard. It's probably not horrible. What else is here? Blue, white. Okay. Well, it looks like it's just this one. That would be 41 cards. Is there a non-creature that we don't need here? Although, too, at least one of our whatchamacallit things makes a token when it enters the battlefield. So it's... Yeah, true. It does, Spencer. Gadget Technician does give red. Yep. Enters battlefield, turn face up. Yeah, that's actually... Okay. I could see that, definitely. Okay, so we gotta cut 2 cards. Maybe knife. I'm still not thrilled with this Goblin Mask Maker. I mean, it is board presence. Agent. I mean, there's this one. I mean, I don't know. I like running the 17 when I have my curve kind of like around the 3-4 mark. I mean, I could see the argument for going lower if you're being aggressive enough. But if I had more 2-drops, I might feel better with that. Since we have decent removal, maybe I don't need the chases on. We also have knife if we really want to give something for a strike. There's also this card that's just kind of hanging out there. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this could be really good. Especially later in the game if they got decent stuff in their graveyard. What do I got here? Now we have 15 creatures. I do like that. Maybe Knife. I like the first strike to put pressure, but again, it's a bad draw if you're behind. Let's go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I could go. Oops. One more of these, one less of these. 10 and 7. Yeah, lasagna. I can see that. Like, it's an awkward, like, drawing your opening hand, right? Like, yeah, true. That is there. I'm so used to playing paper Magic. What is all these stats and information I can have? What's going on with that? All right, I think we'll stick with this. Let's try it, and we can always change it if the first game goes bad. All right, so what I'm going to do, I need to get some water before we play our first game here. Yeah, Spencer, true, with the Disguise Morph. I used to really like Morph in the sets in the past that it's been in. And I do like the ward, like, built in. Like, that's cool, especially considering I feel like Standard's pretty, like, fast now with all the sets and everything, so it makes sense to have ward on there. So I'm looking forward to trying it out a little more. All right. So let me go into the right menu here for a second. So what I'm going to do is I need to get some water and take a short break. I'll be back in just a minute here. But I'm going to take advantage of that moment to pay some bills. So what I'll do is just insert an ad real quick, and then I believe it will let me turn it off when I come back, hopefully. And or this is going to be a real bad stream. And I'll be right back in just a moment. So thank y'all. Be right back. All right, I am back. I assume you're all back from the ad, right? I hope. um, yeah, thanks, Spencer. Yeah, I got the sound too. I was pretty happy with it when I tested it earlier, so thank you. And yeah, that would be cool, Bob. Like, I don't know. I feel like they don't want to do that with Arena, but I mean, it's such a big part of Magic Online that it just feels like, I don't know. I'm sure it's more lucrative for them to not allow people to trade cards and stuff, but I don't know. Like, even if there wasn't a monetary thing, like there's kind of that monetary piece in online. Even if there wasn't a monetary thing, but you could trade with people, that would be kind of nice. But I realize that also means there could be a monetary thing behind the scenes, right? So I don't know, but that would be nice. Hey, Jesse, thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. And yeah, definitely. Even though you can't stay now, I should be doing a stream a week. For a few hours or what have you, a couple hours. Try to get back into playing a little bit, and streaming. But a lot of it is just because I want to play. I feel like I've been talking about card prices for so long, and I mean, the last few years, like when the pandemic started and stuff, like gameplay halted really. So like nobody cared about the tournaments. Well, there were no tournaments, but nobody cared about like the decks or the strategies as much, other than Commander. I mean, Commander's still Commander, but I really converted all my like time with the channel into like finance stuff, like card values and all that. So it's nice to be back and talking about gameplay again. I do enjoy that part of that aspect of the game, of course. I think that following the prices is fun, but at the same time, it's kind of like, there's more that I'd like to be involved in. So, all right. So, shall we get started here? Oh, thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. I've been lucky to have a lot of people that that have followed for a long time, that are active, and that means a lot, because it's kind of like when I started doing this, it was a long, it's many years ago now, but I started the channel and started off real small, trying to figure stuff out. I never did anything like this before, and it really grew to an amazing place. So I appreciate folks like yourself who've been around for a while, a lot. So thank you. Oh well, shall we play? Let's see what happens. I think our deck's decent. I mean, for a sealed deck, it's hard to gauge sealed sometimes because I don't play it as much as, say, draft. But I feel like this is alright. And there it is. Jetsam in the opening hand. Of course it is. Okay, but we'll keep this. Red. Suspect. So it's playing some aggro here. Haste. One or more creatures enters the battlefield under your control. If it is suspected, you may suspect one of the other creatures. If you do, okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so it kind of passes it to the next creature. I wonder, like, how in, again, it's sealed, so I don't know. I wonder, like, how much in they are on like, aggro. Or if it's just they happen to get this card and they thought it was cool, and some white, okay. Red herring, haste, that's a haste creature, right? Yep. Taking a beating here already. Yeah, the lack of 2-drops, like, I don't think is normally going to hurt us in this in this environment, but it don't feel good right now, that's for sure. What's this thing? Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, power 2 or less. Okay, target creature you control gets +1/+1. This is quite good. Alright, so this enters the battlefield tab, so we don't want to play that. This is 2/2 reach, so they have no artifacts. But we need to get blockers down. We did draw our like bomb too, so that's a thing. Right now, even if we were able to like clear the board. Oh, this thing's, oh, I didn't realize that's an artifact. There you go. We lucked into that. That's right. That's artifact creature. There's the ward. Thanks, Lasagna. That is an artifact, isn't it? So I think here, to stem the stem the bleeding, let's go ahead and trade. I mean, if they are aggro, they're down to 2 cards, and we have a fistful of cards right now. So we could disguise this when enters battlefield, turn face up. One target creature gets +2. So I mean, they don't have any other artifacts. The thing is, if I play this for as a 2/2, I'm just gonna chomp with it anyway. So is that kind of a waste? I mean, maybe. I mean, this I could play, but it comes to play tapped, so then I'm behind. So let's just play this. That's true. There's also, you're right, there is Artifact Lance as well. True, true. Yeah, this card's actually a lot better than I was like thinking it would be. Like I thought, oh, maybe I'll nail a clue token. But yeah, there are artifact creatures. Yeah, Artifact Lance. It's actually sort of versatile. So this thing turned into a 4/3 flyer, eh? I mean, they're playing aggro, definitely. And now they got the flyer, so like we have to figure out how to deal with that. So let's see. We're 1 turn away from that. This isn't going to help us with the flyer. I don't think that's going to help us. I mean, I could play this now, since it'd be nice to gain the 3 life, but it's going to be, I don't think I'm going to live that long at this rate. So, and there's nothing in here that I could take. I mean, unless I mill something, it hits something. But I'm still don't have enough mana to do that anyway. I'd have to wait another turn. So, here are my options. Play this tapped, and then I'll have a 3/3. Play this and take the 5/4. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to be taking 4 damage. I mean, there's no way around that, I guess. So, yeah, let's just play this out there. Let's just cast it. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Bob. Yeah, we just need to get something out there. I mean, that way, too, if they have another, like, small haste creature coming in this turn, like, we won't get totally decimated. I mean, we need some removal, but if not, we got this. Yeah, I figure the removal is coming, but that's good, because let them use the removal on that. Although that only does 4 damage, doesn't it? So, I guess it didn't matter, but... Oh, well, now we got a couple options. I think the safest option is just eliminate this creature, right? This does have flash, but they're tapped out, so maybe I should just play this right now. Where creatures leave the battlefield. Yeah, let's do this. This will be quite good for us, I believe. Alright. So we stabilized. We each got 3 cards. We have some heat. Like, I like our hand right now. I don't know what our opponent has, but... That's true. I can take the flyer now. And then we even save this. So if that could, if nothing else, maybe draw out their, draw out some removal or something. I like that line. Let's do it. So we'll have to see what they actually have that's in disguise here, but again, if we lose the flyer, I still have that bomb coming in. What's this thing? Discard a card and draw 2. Okay. What's the next part? You have no cards in hand. Being your upkeep, discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. Well, that could get ugly. They have a nice aggro deck for sealed. Like, this feels like a draft deck. Whenever an opponent sacrifices an artifact, it deals 2 damage to them. Okay, well, we're not going to sacrifice any artifacts. So, I guess the question is... I mean, we're only at 5, which is super awkward right now. I mean, this gives us... Oh, that's a suspect, so that's not going to help us right now. We could play out... We could run this out. That's one option. The other option for 9 mana, which we couldn't do on this turn, we could gain the life. The other thing we could do is just not attack. Play this out in disguise, and then we have an option of gaining life. But again, then that slows this thing down for another turn. But... Or I just play this. It comes into play tapped if I play it as a 3/3. So let's do this. Disguise and 2-drop. Yeah, Bob, Lasagna, I'm thinking the same thing. Let's do this. Let's play this out. Put this into play. I mean, it's a thing. It's going to be suspected, right? So that means it can't block, but that's okay. And then let's hold back. And then next turn, we'll kind of see how this plays out. And then we'll have our bomb. And then maybe we can, like, start hitting back. Does this say if anything leaves my graveyard? One of our creature cards leaves. So if I can get... I do have that, whatchamacallit, Macabre Construction in my deck. I could, like, pull these creatures out, gain a couple points of life, get board presence back. It's a thing. What is this? Enters battlefields. Oh yeah. Whatchamacallit? I forget they used to hunted, right? Oh yeah, hunted. There you go. Hunted Bone Brew. I remember those hunted cards. So it's got menace, but it gives me a way to deal with it. But then when it dies, I lose 3 life. So that's not good. Now I can also sack those tokens to this thing. So yeah, so first and foremost, I agree, Bob. Let's flip so we gain some life here. So we're not so close to losing. Let's see. So if they attack next turn, I could block this and this, take 3. I could block this here. I could block this here. So yeah, I can't really attack. I mean, I could attack with the 2/1 because it menace, and then I mean they'll probably just take it, but like I might as well. Yeah, I think that's the play. Let's see what they do. Probably should have attacked before I played the spell, actually, because... Or before I flipped the card, because they might have thought I had a combat trick. But, I mean, hey, they're at 17. They should take the 2. They should take that no matter what. And they realize why I would attack with it, right? Choose target creature you don't control. Yeah, yikes. Okay. Here we go. He didn't attack, though. That's a thing. Alright. So I'm going to play the bomb. Yeah, true. You never know. Okay. If I play this, it does give me some different options, which is nice. I could even, like, sack this thing to drain for 2. Because right now it's just going to... Well, I mean, although if they do block, assuming they don't flip that, well, yeah, he's got to block with 2. So okay, let's do this. I'm just going to let's attack first. I'm just going to attack with this. Make the opponent think about it a little bit. Yeah, agreed, lasagna. We'll get everything out there. Alright, so they took the damage. That's good. Let's play this. Let's play this. Surveil. I guess we'll keep that on top. It's a flyer. It's a good blocker. It's not a land. So, we'll do that. And now we can start getting in there. Okay, so another one of these 4/3s. Okay. But right now, I mean, that's not good enough to deal with this thing. I'm just going to attack first. Let's get in. Let's see if they have a combat trick, I guess. They do not. What does this do when it turns? Tap 2 cards. Put one in hand, other in graveyard. Yeah, that is... They could do it on their turn. But, I don't know. They only have 1 card in hand. I might just do it now. In case they draw something that's problematic. Alright, so... Put a card into your hand. The other will go to the graveyard. Perfect. And I can even play this. How about that? And we'll make them exile that last card. Maybe it was something good. Of course, it's going to turn this on, but I mean, I think that was inevitable anyway. What did we get rid of? Ooh. Oh, destroy target tapped creature. Oh, okay. That worked out. Yeah. Agreed, Bob. It's time to time to move on. We got the skeleton. Yeah, the skeleton should have attacked last turn. I missed that completely. Alright, we got there. So, yeah, this deck worked alright. I mean, that was an interesting build because it was very aggro, and I'm not used to seeing that when I play sealed, like something that was so tight. But that start to that deck was an extremely tight aggro deck. So, hey, we won a game. How about that? I do like this deck, actually. And now that I played through it once and played some of these cards, I'm feeling a little more comfortable with it. This is the first time I've really played, I think, any of these cards. I did play, like I said, I played a draft to try to prepare. But I played black red, but I think I had basically all different cards. Owner, I think, yeah, Ward will just kind of work automatically. Like for them to target it, they would just have to pay the extra mana. The one thing I notice people are getting confused on, though, is there's those cards that say the spell can't be countered, and then it says, like, in parentheses, that includes ward. I see people overpaying for those all the time. Ooh, I don't know about this one. Only 2 lands are they're both black. Our early plays here are Galvanize and this. This is going to take 2 red to flip. And then, of course, we have Jetsam in our opening hand again, because why wouldn't we? So, yeah, agreed. Okay, so, yeah, let's mulligan that. Okay, a lot of mana. Okay, 3 opening hands and 3 Jetsams. I can probably keep this. I can bottom a land, and at least, you know, I got 2 removal spells. If they jump out fast, I can remove stuff. Maybe I can hit something with the Jetsam, turn it around, and hopefully we just draw into some heat, like, right? I don't want to... Let's get rid of the mountain, because that way we know we'll have the colors for Jetsam. Looks like they mulligan too, so... Well, we're not getting attacked on turn 1 this time. That feels good. Play an artifact. I know you want to. Lasagna. Arena Shuffler's killing me. Another target creature draw a card. I don't have anything with disguise, do I? No. I know part of me's like, play this out to 2/2 with reach, and if my opponent stumbles, I can just attack. I mean, they did mulligan. But then part of me's like, do I want to save it for an artifact situation? But I think I gotta put something out, right? Like, put this out, and that way, too, if they play something that I can galvanize, or what have you, then, yeah, then it's simply, I can just keep attacking, like... I've got everybody agreed that was good. Yeah, this thing got killed anyway. That's fine. Again, you know what? Let's get that out now on a 2/2. If they needed a 3rd color, I guess they're getting it. There it is. Ooh, nah. And of course, did I not bottom the other red? Of course, of course. Of course I did. Well, they have in a graveyard. Nothing helpful. This isn't going to help us. Now, it has flash. So, I mean, if they play something, I can kill it, I guess, if I need to. The double red. That would have been so nice, wouldn't it? Okay. Let's see what they do. I mean, they got 3 colors. Maybe they can play something good here. It's a ward spell. So I can't hit this. When this is turned face up. Oh, they're turning it face up. Okay. Right. That's what's happening. Oh no, this is a different card. Okay, when this is turned face up, return another target permanent. Okay. So this is doing nothing then. Can't target that unless I have 2 more mana. I could galvanize. That is true. I probably should. I mean, they're down to 3 cards. And we don't know what that thing is. So let's do this. Ooh. I don't hate that, but of course I can't play it face up, but I could play it face down. And then I could flip it next turn. That's a thing. I don't need to use that. I don't need to use that. Oh, we never saw it. Let me see what this thing is. Oh, okay. I mean, nothing I want to steal, really, but... let's just play this. Maybe we can draw a mountain at some point. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it? I feel good, Bob, because I feel like I'm coming to the same conclusions. I know there's still a little lag with the chat, but I'm coming to the same conclusions you and Lasagna are, which is making me feel pretty good. Like I might be remembering how to play Magic here. Last week was ugly. This week I feel like I'm doing better. Okay, so we got this thing now. Of course a swamp. Of course it's a swamp. Okay. So this thing is a flying lifelinker. That's just a 1/1 that does absolutely nothing. I mean, is it too aggressive just to -4/-4 this thing now? Attack with, you know, and then attack with the 2/2, then we can flip it. Or I could just play the 3/6. I mean, I don't necessarily want to sit here and swing for 4 every turn. Like, that doesn't feel good to me. They have 3 mana open, but they'd have to pump this thing up 4 toughness to save it. They don't have blue, so they don't have counter magic. I might just do this. I'm just not crazy about this card right here being on the battlefield for long, especially when they only have 2 cards at hand. Here, attack. What do they want to do? They're going to keep their line. Vigilance 3/2 when your opponent... there goes the text. Where'd it go? Oh, there's my mountain. Okay, 3/2 when your opponent's control... permanents your opponent control can be turned face up during your turn. Okay. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, creatures you control get +1/+1. Okay, so that's why they kept that 1/1. I think we just run this out here. Do they have an non-basic land? No, they don't. They'd still be able to follow up and get a land, though. I'm just going to run this out. I like that play. I'm not going to attack. If they play a haste creature, I don't... Well, I guess it wouldn't matter that much, because the 4/4 could have still eaten something. I probably could have attacked. But I do like the idea of flipping that card and getting the 4/2. No, there goes that. There goes that. And Jetsam only works on opponent, right? I can't take my own stuff back. Yeah, each opponent. Okay, so here comes the 3/2. Do I just trade that? You know what? I'm gonna trade. Yeah, I could attack flip too, Lasagna. That's true. Because attack, I mean the flip won't do the 2 damage. The creature has to die. But if they blocked it, well, they could only block it with a 1/1, so it wouldn't have died, I guess. But yeah, my thought is, you know what? Let's play this. Now I got this 3/6. They have a 1/1. They have 1 card in hand. I still have this Jetsam, which is bound to do something good, right? And I still got this thing too. So, yeah. I don't hate where we're at right now. I mean, it's going to come down to what the draws are. Oh, makeshift binding. Well, there goes that. Okay, well, here's something. Play this. How much is... I could flip it. get the 1/4, or I could play this. Let me flip this though. I want to see what cards are coming up. I don't think I need the land here. Yeah, I think those are the two exact same cards that I got last time I played Fairy Snoop, which is kind of crazy. Warrior's Call. Creatures you control get +1/+1 whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. Yikes. Okay, so we're gonna have to start like picking up the pace here, or we're in trouble. They have 1 card in hand. I can get rid of it. Let's get rid of that card, whatever it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Surveil 1. Let's see what we can hit. Put that in the graveyard. Okay. Is that... I just want to see what's in here. I mean, nothing like super impressive. Attack with a flyer. Whenever you attack with 3 or more. Well, I can get rid of something. I could get rid of this. I could even steal that. Because let's say I do this. What if I just attack? I mean, I don't know if they'll trade here, but I offer a trade with the 2/1. If they take it, they do. I could take that other creature. I mean, assuming they, you know, maybe they'll hit some lands or something. So do I want to steal this? Whenever you attack with 3 or more. So it wouldn't work this turn. And they might also mill something even better. So let's see. Couple lands. At the beginning of your combat on your turn. Create a 1/1 Thopter artifact creature token with flying. It gains haste till end of turn, but then you sack it. I think the fly that's a good point too. Gaming Bob, the 2/1 lifelink flyer at this point might actually matter, right? I'm just gonna hold on to that mountain, so I think I got something. All right, I like it, and that's in a way that's even probably faster than like taking the 1/3, because the 1/3 might not be great. Like right now, that it wouldn't have been great. So that actually worked out pretty good. Target creature you control of power 2 or less gets plus. Okay. They're thinking about something. They have a card. Course. Attack with these flyers. I mean, it's not a ton of damage, but we gain life, so it's a nice little swing. Here comes the 3. I might block with this, because if I get, whatchamacallit, if I happen to draw the card where I get to pull 2 creatures back, maybe that's worth it. What does this do again? Oh yeah, the face down spells. Yeah, the 3 wouldn't have killed me, right? I kind of wanted to just get this in the graveyard in case I have a chance to use it again. And here comes the Galvanize, okay. I'll take 3 this time. Lasagna, I love your confidence. I wish I had the same confidence. Keep drawing lands, though. There. Let's race. I know what my opponent's drawing. I mean, they may be hanging on the lands, too, at this point. Unfortunately, I binned, what, 2 other lands for them? That's getting awkward. What's this thing? Creatures you control power 2 or less can't be blocked. With power 3 or greater. Okay, well, I don't have that issue right now. Destroy up to 1 target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Attack with both, see if I can trick them to block with that. Didn't work. But I'm going to take 6. I mean, I'm still like, okay. I mean, I don't think this is going to be that helpful, though. I'll just play this land. I'm going to have to get on the defensive here, probably. Yep, another creature. That's what I thought. I just kind of flooded these last, like, few turns. So now it's 6-6. They got the board presence. Here's something, though. Any of these things artifacts? This is just artifacts right now. Enchantments, yeah. Artifact. They don't have any lands. Yeah, no targets. This doesn't have flash or anything. Yeah. I felt like we were getting there and the land just hit us. And our opponent kept drawing heat. It happens. But, you know, I don't feel too bad losing that way. Like, it was just kind of luck. I mean, I still think we have a chance if we can draw into... I mean, we still have, like, that bomb in there, that 6/5 flyer. I mean, there's stuff. What do we want to get rid of here? I can get rid of... probably the one that could potentially be flying. We'll take 3. They could have combat tricks too. They have 2 cards in hand, and they don't. I can block. I can chomp. Yeah. I can live another turn, I guess. Maybe. I mean, if they play a creature... well, yeah, I can still live. Yup. Yup. Oh, gee. It's a beating. This is a beating. All right. Yeah, the land did bite me, although I don't know. Oh, this is too little too late, probably. What could I pull? 2 creatures back. I mean, at this point, I don't think I have this 4/4. I mean, I could actually cast both. What would that do to the board state? I mean, it would get eaten by the 4/3 double strike, right? Double strike trample. Not just double strike. Double strike trample. I mean, I can, like, attempt this. Although, hang on. Let me tap my own mana. I can take this. I could take this. I don't know if that... Well, I could take that. Well, no, that won't do anything. Not at this juncture. But it is a 4. It's probably my best creature. Take that and that. That's going to drain the opponent for 2. If I play this, it dies. Well, I can actually kill the 3/3 potentially. Okay. Yeah, that's it. They're 3's getting by no matter what. Oh well. Okay. That is that. So, yeah, lands. We got a little flooded there at a critical time where our opponent did well. You know, it's kind of funny. It's like, if I didn't do the Jetsam, although the Jetsam, the creature helped me, so I can't really say that. Like, it did put 2 lands in the graveyard, though. Helped them get to their spells. But, oh well. So, 1-1. Let's go to the next game. Like, I don't feel bad about that, though. I mean, that was just one of those things where if the draws went different, we would have won that game. So, at least I didn't, like, completely misplay or anything. If I don't completely misplay at this juncture, we're in a good place. We're in a good place. Got some kind of demon cat here. A little tight on lands, but we got some... like, okay. I don't hate this hand. We got the Galvanize. We can actually use it. If we can stay alive to draw into some mountains, like, yay. Like, we're fine. I might keep it. It's maybe slightly risky, but we're on the draw, right? I believe. Oh, no, we were on the play. Okay, that's fine, though. Let's just draw. Let's draw some lands. What do you think? Do you think we'll draw lands when we need to draw lands? Put your bets. Lasagna. It's a bold move, Cotton. I don't know if it's going to pay off. Yeah. I don't know. I just love... That's just that 1/1, right? Oh, look at that land. How about that? People like playing this 1/1 for 1, huh? I don't know. Am I missing something? I'm not even going to waste a Galvanize on that. They can hit me. I need to draw another mountain. I won't be in good shape. I mean, I can also cast this or this up face down. Wrench. +1/+1 has vigilance. Pay 3, tap target creature. Wow, that's annoying. Sacrifice Wrench. I guess the good news with that is yeah. We do have those 2 destroy artifact creatures, which is kind of nice. Okay, so which one do we want to put face down here? I mean, I kind of like that because if I can turn it face up, that's some value. This would probably be more of a kind of mid-game play. Let's do this one. I still need to draw that other mountain though before I can turn this card. If I draw that other mountain, probably put the fort. I don't know. I mean, 3 lands. Your opponent hasn't missed any land drops or anything. They have 4 cards in hand now. They're making me sack that. That's fine. That's fine. Use it on that. That's a nice little removal spell in this, at least in sealed. Okay. So, I can put this out here in Serval, which I kind of like that because I want to hit a land. Or I could play the 2/2, but I think I just want to do this. What do we see? We see a land, but it's not the land I want to see, but I think we got to keep it. Because the thing is, if I can get up to... I mean, I could always take this creature back at some point, but like... Yeah, if I can get up to even 5 with these, I got some plays, right? And I still have the Galvanize. Here comes the equipment. 2/2. So what did this give this again? Vigilance. Well, if they attack, I'll just trade. Sure. Alright, there's a card. Here's a creature. See if they make us sack that too. How much does that spell cost? 2. Yeah, I thought it was weird too, Lasagna. I mean, now they're getting rid of that just to draw, so I don't know. They're digging for something. They're digging for something. They're hitting lands. I mean, they could come out with a bomb here. Or next turn. We do have some answers. Nothing. That's interesting. And what's this cost to turn? Same as the casting cost. This I could also put in upside down. Put in face down. Let me attack with this, just see what they do before I play anything else. They got all their mana open. Okay, they just took the damage. I'll play this face down. This costs a little more to turn, but training 3 is something. This is weird. Are they missing a color? This gives 5 colors, right? Is this the one that... Oh no, that's not the one I thought it was. No witness. Wow. They must be off a color. There we go. Now that's what we want to see. Oh, we can even get rid of that land. Look at that. Who would have thunk it? Okay. Look at that value. Yeah, true, Lasagna. That does. That must be why they attacked, but yeah. Well, we took them down a land. I don't hate that. Okay. I mean, I can get this stuff back. That's a thing. Let's just do that. Hang on, before I do that. What are we taking back? This and that? Or this and this? Yeah, let's take the 2 biggest things. with that. This and that. I'll hold up. Actually, I should probably use my galvanize right now. The only thing that's sort of annoying. The only thing that's sort of annoying here. Hey, thanks, DDP. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming by, for sure. The only thing that's sort of annoying here is this thing can come back for 4 as in the form of 2/1/1 bats, but maybe that's not a huge deal. Especially if we have a 4/4 flyer. Get rid of that. If they do make the 1/1 bats, I mean, they're taking their turn basically to do that, right? Like, that's not the worst thing in the world. Other option would have been we could have just popped the clue token at the end of their turn, but that was your vote, Lasagna. Yeah, that would have worked too. So I'm probably not gonna be. Oh, hang on. Okay. Do I run that out there and risk another removal spell, or do I run out maybe something a little smaller? I'm gonna run this out because the way it stands right now, they like kind of have to deal with this thing, and if they don't, well, we're in a good spot. I mean, it doesn't get any bonus, but and then if they do use a card to deal with this, then I got this for them, and then I got this for them. So. I think what happens here will tell us a lot. If they attack in, they're probably feeling pretty confident that they have an answer. If they hold these back to block, or at least one of them back to block, then we're probably in a good position. I mean, I like where we're at. I don't like that our opponent has 4 cards in hand. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what I thought would come down. They got a lot of removal. No artifacts right now. I could hold this and see if they play an artifact and just throw this out there. I mean, both are good. This is real good though. I mean how much removal do they have, right? Like, they hit me with this, they hit me with a board sweep, they hit me with that, they hit me with this. I mean, right? But if I do this, I can also draw a card. I might do that. Alright, this isn't destroy an artifact. This is the land one. I was thinking of the other card. Oh! Got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad I didn't throw this out there then. Oh, that's artifact anyway. Okay, yeah, so that wouldn't have killed this, but we'll draw. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. That's interesting. That's an interesting turn of events. And unfortunately, this only does 4. Well, hang on now. Hang on. Not enough red. Not enough red. Gosh, we could trade, and then we could jet some. That's living the dream if that ever happened. I gotta play this. They're down to one card. We have we have some stuff. Like if I could just draw 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So if I could draw one. What is this? If I could draw one mountain, we could get rid of their 6/5. It would be they 2-for-1 us, but we'd get rid of it. Well, this is interesting. And what do they? They have something that can do 4 damage. I don't know what would be white. Is there a card in white or black that? Well, it'd have to be in white. That would do 4 damage. Or they just figure we'll sack it. That's probably what they're doing. There is something, Lasagna. Oh, the deal damage card. And he does, yeah, and they got black. 10 and 4. Yes, yes. Okay. Good call on that one. That card's even in my deck. I should have thought of that. And wrong color. Arg. Play this. Oh, I didn't even read what this thing did. This is a detective card. I mean, we have a little time here. We're still at 12, but we're in an awkward spot. Yep. Now I know they have it, because I don't think they'd attack with the life linker. At some point, if I don't draw the... What does this do for us? I mean, I could tutor. Hang on. What could I steal? Well, nothing great. There's nothing. It's all removal spells. And I got my bombs. I don't know what I even tutor for at this point. Agreed. I'm gonna attack with this. Maybe they'll probably take 2 here. Yeah. I can drain for 2, which would buy me a little time. Actually, will that work that way? Sack a creature. Whenever a creature dies. Oh, ward. Oh, okay, I see. To get ward. Or no, it should have ward. Right? Yeah, I think you're right, Lasagna. It's not doing what I thought it was doing. Okay. That's fine. When do I have to hang on before I play that? Whenever it enters the battlefield, suspect up to 1 other target creature you control. Could I suspect a card that's already suspected? I guess I could suspect itself. Or does, oh no, other target creature. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that then. If I can suspect, it will let me suspect something that's suspected, right? Oh, up to 1. Awesome. So I can submit 0. Great. Thank you, Lasagna. Good catch. Okay, that's going to do it for this turn. We're still going to take 3 from the Flyers, though. I mean, if we ended up tutoring, like, wonderful, but, like, at the same time, I just don't even know, like, what I would tutor for. My 4/4 Flyers in the graveyard, my 6/5s on the battlefield, my, I've gone through a lot of my removal. 2 of it's in my hand, kind of stuck. Well, that's aggressive. I mean, I gotta block the 6/5. But now, if we do end up trading, which maybe we do, maybe we don't, I guess we'll find out in a second, I could take their 6/5 if I tutored for Flotsam Jetsam, right? Well, this kind of opens things up. Well, now we're going to lose one of those things. They also have a face-down creature. We don't know what that is. And to tutor, I still have to get rid of this thing. So I'd have to blow up my own creature, basically, if I want to do that. And it's going to be too slow, right? Because that would cost me... Now it's going to cost me 5. And I wouldn't be able to play the card even if I tutored for it. Oh, well, this is a thing. Well, I'm taking flying damage. I don't know what this thing is, but it can't be good. They know I have this card, so I might as well just play it out. I'm going to take 3 if I do this, but it... See what happens. I mean, they turned it. It must be big enough. Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing. 110. Hexproof. Then I won't pay the ward then, I guess. Still can't hit a mountain. Do I need to like get rid of a swamp and add another mountain? What did I did 9, 8. So there's 8 mountains in here. Here comes the 3 damage. That's a shame. I can do this. Wow, in the end, it's these bats that came out right at the beginning of the game that I couldn't deal with. That's crazy. Comes the attack. Serval. You gotta be kidding me right now. Swamps, swamps, swamps. I pitched 2, right? Yeah. Got 1 in my hand. Hey, Michael, thank you. I didn't see that earlier. I appreciate that. It's good to be back. Good to be back losing on Arena. Let's see, I got what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think. Pulled 11 out of the 18 lands, right? 17 lands. 11 out of 17. So, how many spells did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 spells, I think. I wonder if they'll use that now. Oh, there, that's what they had. Well, there you go. That's the answer to that. That's the answer to that question. Well, this is a flyer, but it's what, too little too late, right? Well, I mean, I can stay. Well, no, I can't stay alive because they have another. This can't block, so. I'm curious, though. I'm going to do this for science. What was coming up? Yeah, of course it was. Okay, maybe maybe Bob was right. Maybe I need to cut a land. There you go. Here, take your 2. Ugh. Arena doesn't love me today. Because I really don't think our deck's bad. Like, I think our deck's decent. Like, it's maybe not incredible, but it's a sealed deck. Like, what do you expect? But I feel like we've come up against some pretty stacked decks. Like, I thought this opponent had too much removal. Like, I thought, oh, they're going to run out of gas here. You know, so it was like... so I thought we were in an okay spot. And then we couldn't hit that mountain when we needed it, and it was just kind of like, So here's my question. Right, lasagna? Totally. Yeah, I'm gonna be like totally like no lands every hand. It's true. Yeah. Oh, I had 10. See, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't realize that. I'm pretty sure I did. Unless maybe I changed it after I changed the settings. I thought I was 9 and 8, but maybe I went up to 10 and 7 when I took out some cards and changed some things. Let's get that like that. I mean, I don't know. If I were to take out a land and go 8 and 8, what would I even put in? I mean, there's this combat trick that also lets you investigate. I mean, that's not bad. This first strike situation here, that's not bad. Yeah, I might as well. I can't think too hard about it because, you know what, some of this was just luck. Oh wait, hang on. I messed something up. I said 41 cards. Did I do too many lands? Or did I put something in my deck? Oh. Rope. Yeah, I do have a triple black. So I want to make sure I'm able to get that out, but I have some double red stuff too, like. But I think this will be okay. Yeah, I don't want to overthink it because sometimes you just gotta concede that it's your draws. You know what I mean? All right, playing to stay alive now. Thanks, Big Tonka. I feel like we should, like, the first game went well, and the second game we got flooded. Third game was kind of a weird. We needed that mountain, and then we didn't get it, and then we kind of got flooded. Like, it was just kind of weird stuff. I feel like this deck is better than it's performing. You know, if things even out, maybe we can get a couple more wins before this before this ends. Oh, okay. Of course. No, I didn't do a pre-release. I haven't done an actual paper pre-release in a long time now, and for a few years. I used to like going, but the game store I used to go to, they closed. You know how it goes. So it's kind of like I never went back to it. What do I do with this? Like, I have this. I have this. I mean, 2 disguise cards. I'm a swamp away from like being in pretty good shape. 3 disguise cards actually. This thing. I mean, I don't have that early like removal like I've had before. Tonka says Maul. I shouldn't I? I should. Because if I don't hit the land, like, that's that, right? Because I need the land to get this thing down face down at the very least. And I mean, I don't know. Some of these decks have been playing pretty fast. Others not so much. Like, our opponent's deck wasn't playing super fast. It was more control. Am I in the draw? Opponent goes first. We are in the draw. I'm gonna mulligan. This game. Okay. Well, at least it's 3 lands. What do you get rid of here? I'd hate to get rid of the Jetson because this has been a bomb. I mean, do I just dump one of the swamps? Then I'm kind of in a similar position, but at least here, like, black does more for me. Lasagna. Oh, I guess I'm keeping. It took me too long. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, and it got rid of my card for me, too. Got rid of the swamp. That's what I would have done anyway, so I think. What is this thing? Menace. Another creature of power 2 or less enters the battlefield when you control Saval. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. If we draw, as long as we draw a land, preferably a mountain here, I'd feel pretty good. Okay. That's not bad. I'll take it. So we can start doing some things. What are these flip costs? This only costs 3 to flip. What is this? Combat damage equal to its toughness. Creatures, each creature you control. Creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have defender. Oh, that's the reprint. I'm like, wait a minute, I know this card. Untap target creature. So this must have been like, was this a whatchamacallit card? The list, I assume. Okay. Now that the list is in the regular packs. Might as well run this out, because that way, if I don't hit a land... We did draw that, that's good. Yeah, let's run this out. If I don't hit a land, then... Special guest. Is that what they call it now? So I'm so out of the loop. But you take. I wasn't like not making videos for that long. It was literally a few months, and all of a sudden everything's crazy. Special guest. I like it. Okay, so the 2-1's actually gonna hit me as if it's a 1, right? That's a non-bow. And I did not get that land. Oh, okay, special guest. Oh, I know what you mean by special guest. Yes, yes, yes. I could flip this. It's going to do only 1 damage to this thing, I think. Yeah, let me hold back on that. It does cost 3, right? I'm not crazy. Okay. No attacks. A lot of mana. But not a lot of cards. Maybe they'll flood. What are they putting in their graveyard, by the way? Ooh, dramatic accusation. I'm kind of glad that got sent to the graveyard, actually. Turn face up. Okay, I want the land. Of course, what just happened? Oh, well, it's just gonna live. That's fine. That's fine. Now it's in their graveyard. Okay. Alright, so we have this thing that's a 3/4. This actually is kind of like, I mean, we'd have to flip it. I don't know if I want to waste my time with that. Maybe. But I feel like I'm falling behind, so let's just put some beef on the battlefield. I'm gonna hold that back. I don't want to get hit by this stupid thing again. I mean, we can mess around with some of this disguise stuff. I think something I'm trying to get the feel of is when it's good to disguise and when it's good to just throw stuff out. You know, because, like, I could have put Shady Informant down with disguise, flipped it next turn, but then I'm still only putting 1 creature out over the course of those 2 turns. Draw a card, no maximum hand size at the beginning of combat your turn. If you draw more than 1 card, put X+1/+1 counters on target creature you control, or X is the number of cards you've drawn. Yikes. Okay, they may have some tricks here, but I can't just keep... Oh, that's got menace. That's right. Is it best... Hang on. To get rid of one of these things? Take the 3 now, but, like, start whittling down their board state? Probably. If they have a trick, I guess they have a trick. Okay. I mean, we can start racing. We can put down, again, maybe we just put down something large. I'm probably just playing that next turn to deal with the flyer. This thing can do 2 damage. The menace is annoying though. I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna hold that back, but I'm gonna get in there. Take the 1 next turn, or I could do what I did last time and take 2 and get rid of the 1/1. Here we go. Well, they used that there. I'm doing this. That's a big hit. They got 2 cards. At some point, I think we just got to go for it here. The longer we sit here and mess around with, you know, their enchantments and everything, I think the worse this gets for us. So I think it's now a situation of... Yeah, exactly, Lasagna. It is big boy time. I think we got to fight. And just hope they get some draws that don't help them. Another enchantment. Cloak something. Still don't have anything like amazing. I could just jam in here. Okay, let's say I jam in. They're gonna hit me for 1. Whatever this thing is, may or may not be. It could be a land. And then we still got this thing. Although I don't know if I want to leave that open to hit me. If it gets like pumped, that would be bad. I could play this and then flip it later. That might be the play here. Let's do this. Oh, the lifelink one. Leaves your graveyard. So it'd have to be like that. The card where I get to pull cards back to my hand. That would work. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to play this. That makes that token. I'm going to attack, but I'm only going to attack with the... Oh, we got there. Okay. I was going to attack with those 2. Just hold back the flyer. Yes. Thank you, Big Taka. Yes. That would work too. Yeah, we got there. So, hey, 2 wins. 2-2 now. That felt good. That felt good. See if we can string together a few more wins before we before we get that last loss. So far, so good, though, I must say. I'm kind of having fun. I'm having fun with the deck. Like I said, there's games we lost. I mean, those are weird draws. I don't feel horrible about losing those. I don't feel like I horribly misplayed or anything, so that's good. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, okay, okay. It's a very heavy hand, but it does start off with 3 lands, and we got 2 colors. We don't, unfortunately, have any disguise creatures. That would be nice, but, you know, We are on the draw, so I think it's a keep. When we get to 4, we can -4 something. They're playing white, of course. Or no. Oh, it's red. Okay. Well, red still. We got a land. Yay. This one. So, I mean, red could be a little aggressive. We saw that with that first matchup. What is this? Black. Okay, same colors we're on, but this is one of those haste creatures. Prowess haste. One for each source from graveyard. Turn face up. Okay. Playing the same thing, but we're going to take some hits now. So now it's to the point I don't even want lands. I would like a disguise creature next turn would be nice, or something I can play. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by today. Good to have you. Thanks, Lasagna. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, too. Opponent's thinking about something. They're thinking hard. They're still thinking. Maybe they got disconnected. Welp. Big talk. I'll take him any way we can get him now. Disconnected win is a win, right? Maybe their power went out. I remember when I used to play Standard, what was the Reclamation deck a few years back? I used to play that deck. And I can't remember what the circumstances were. There they were. But people would get so frustrated against that deck that they wouldn't concede. They would just let the timer run out and make me sit there. The salty rope, as I called it. The salty rope would come out. Okay. So, what are we doing here? I mean, that was good, actually. Because I can play this face down. And I can make it, put it face up next turn if I want to. Everyone is suspected. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Otherwise suspected. That could get annoying, but it's going to eat a lot of their mana to do it. So, like, right now I'm not too worried about it. We do have answers by the time it gets big enough for me to care. Yeah, Big Taco. My thoughts exactly. I said this earlier. I like the fact that the chat and I are on the same page. It makes me feel like I'm doing good today. Of course, this is probably a lot easier than playing a cube blind, right? I mean, I'm kind of playing this sort of blind. I played it, like I said, I did one draft, so I have seen some of these cards, but I'm not super familiar with the set. But that cube I did last week, I mean, I knew more of the cards, I guess, but I had no idea what was in that cube. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to just throw this thing away. Oh, here that goes. I don't know. I feel like the 2/1, I want to just let them sink their mana into it. If I block anything, maybe I just block this. Then I don't get the flyer. But do I really want to go down to 12? I don't know if I want to go down to 12. So let's say I lose this card. Next turn I play... Well, nothing. I can destroy something. I mean, the goal is get to this, I guess, right? And hope for the best. I mean, I'll have more board presence if I just take the 4 here and then play and then flip this thing. I mean, flipping it and yeah, right? Because then I'll have a 3/2 next time around and the 1/1. I could get rid of 2 of their creatures potentially if they were to attack in. So maybe they won't attack in even. Yeah, I agree with y'all, Lasagna. And Big Tonka, I'll take this and develop the board. I think that's the right call. It's a tough situation. I mean, there's a lot of pressure quickly, but I think it's the right thing to do. So now I can turn this. Or I could wait. If they attack in, I mean, it would be basically a board wipe. Let's do that. Let's try to surprise them. Let's see if they fall for it. Yeah, they're coming in. Face up. Oh, this has menace, doesn't it? Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. You know what? I'm going to let them keep that, I think. Because I want them to put more mana into that. Give it a +1/+1 counter. I'll take the 3 there. Oh, true, yeah. Something could get menace kind of on the fly. Now, this has menace, but yes. Now, if they pump that, it becomes a 3/2. But they don't probably play anything else this turn. No, they're doing something different. Say we're going to trade. Or we're not going to trade. The prowess. Wow. So, I mean, it ate up their hand, but... yeah, I could have used the 1/1. I didn't expect that much to come out of their hand, but I should know because we've already seen Toxic Analysis. I mean, there are some cheap things in this set. So now... this thing potentially could be a 4/3 next turn. This is an enchantment, so I'd have to use it now to get rid of that. I mean, I could get rid of this and chomp. I think I have to. Get rid of the menace creature. I can chump the 3/2. And then maybe I can stabilize. I mean, we do have card advantage at this point. What is this? Flying Trample. We in this awkward position again where I need 3 red to deal with this. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent may sacrifice 2 non-land, non-token permanents. If they do, you draw 2 cards. If they don't, you draw 2 cards. I mean, I could... ugh. Okay, that's painful. Okay, so what are my answers here? I don't have enough mana to hit it with both of these things. I could kill that, and I'm stuck with the 6/6. I mean, this would at least block it, but then I'm just going to lose to it sitting there, letting the opponent draw cards. Yikes. Man, that was rough. And apparently I didn't have any more timeouts. Oh well. Alright, well that answer that that ended the game for me. Okay. I suppose I have to pay attention to that. Okay. I thought I had another timeout, but I should have looked. That was just silly. Although I don't really know how I would have gotten out of that, quite honestly. I could have, you know, I could have got rid of the one creature, but then the 6/6, like, I don't know how to deal with that. Like, even if I could have gotten my 6/5 out, and they didn't remove it, like, they just sit there and draw cards. You know, they can take 6 for a few turns and keep drawing cards. They'll hit an answer. But anticlimactic in the end. Oh well. What time is it? 4:15. So, well, I'll say this. You know what? The deck was actually kind of fun. I don't think it was as bad as it seemed. Like, I think that we ran into some rough luck there, here and there. We got 3 packs. Should we open our packs? I think I had one other pack in here too. Or I had a couple other packs. Let's open packs. That's always fun. What do we get? Let's see. These are the commons, uncommons. What's the rare? Case of the Crimson Pulse. Okay. What's this one? Doppelgang. For each of X target permanents, create X tokens that are copies of that permanent. That's kind of cool. Maybe a nice little commander card. Brawl card on here, I guess. Oh, I'll take that. Mythic wild card. Some point I want to play Constructed again. Once I kind of get used to playing again, get my act together here. Leyline of the Guild pack. I've seen this before. This is the one that gives the 5 colors, right? Each non-land permanent you control, lands you control or every basic land type. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And one of the Surveil lands, which those are nice to get when you get them. I'd rather not get them in sealed. Like, we got 2 in our sealed pool. Although, I guess it's not as painful as it used to be with these new packs because you get more rares. So, it didn't feel like it was the end of the world. But, I mean, hey, more rares the better. So, more playable rares the better. But anyway, not bad. Not bad. So, let me see here. What time did I say it was? It was 4:15. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'll wrap it up. I mean, if I were to do a draft, it'd probably take a little while, and I'll have to have it cut into the time I'd have to go for sure. But maybe next week we'll do a draft. We did the seal, that was fun. And doing a draft would be actually kind of cool on here too. Again, I got to get used to drafting and chatting because I know the last time I missed a couple picks when I was messing around with it. But yeah, this set though, I think especially give me another week, I'll be more familiar with it. So the draft should be fine. But yeah, I had a good time today. Thank you all who've been here. You know, I just started streaming again, so I don't expect huge crowds or anything. But like, you know, there's been a good handful of about 15, 20 people have been sticking around, like, you know, concurrently. Yeah, a lot of people coming in and out, you know, so that's really awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, the stream stats kind of come up and you know they're already better this week than last week, so that's all you can do, you know. So I appreciate y'all being here, and I had a lot of fun with that actually. This set's cool. I mean, I like Ravnica stuff, so this is a little different than like traditional Ravnica. I kind of feel like with traditional Ravnica sets, where you have the guilds, like you're very familiar with the guilds, so I guess they want to do something different. This is different, like having all this like disguise in Ravnica and having like clue tokens in Ravnica. I mean, I realize it's kind of a small story within Ravnica in a way that does incorporate the guilds, um, but it's different. Like I don't know. I think I probably like traditional Ravnica better, but I also get, like I said, like they've done it, like so why not do something a little different? But again, yeah, and once I play it more, I may feel differently about that. Um, but yeah, it's so far it's a fun set. You know, I've had a good time with it, and I've had a good time coming back to the stream. So I plan this week for content again is probably do a video Tuesday and Wednesday, like I've been doing, do the hot cards, the cold cards, start to see how this set is affecting things, and then stream again next week for gold patrons and for channel members who are the highest tier, the Heroes and Legends channel member tier. Sometime before the end of the month, I'll do a special stream just for those of you who are in those tiers. You know, hopefully I gotta probably find a good time to do that, but you know, afternoons might be the best, might work out the best, but it's small groups, so I don't know how many will actually be there. It might just be me. Might be streaming by myself, and you know, hey, that's fine. If someone comes in, talks for a little bit, that's fine, I guess. But I still plan to do one regular stream every week, and then once a month do the specialty stream, and then maybe over time when we get more like channel members and patrons, maybe there'll be more people there. So we'll see. But I still have a good amount of gold patrons though, so someone will probably show up. But so yeah, that's my plan. I'll probably do that closer to the end of the month. But again, next week, I don't know, and let me know too, or you can let me know in the comments later. You know, what day's best for you for streams, because I might be able to do them on Thursdays instead of Fridays if you feel like that's a better day. Because what I've been doing the last few weeks, I've been working on my videos the beginning of the week, and then on Thursday I was working all day on getting the stream stuff working, and then Friday I streamed, you know. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like yeah, I could do it on Thursday if people think that's a better day, but Thursday or Friday, either way. So we'll see how it goes. But Alberto, hey, you're just catching the end, but hey, thanks for being here. Appreciate that, and always good to hear from you. Thank you for all the comments. You're always great about leaving comments and quality comments on the videos. I appreciate that. So cool that I got to say hi to you today before before I left, actually. So very cool, very cool. We played a little sealed murders at Karlov Manor. We went, well, I don't know, I won't spoil it in case you want to watch it. I liked her deck. Hey, thanks, Alberto. I appreciate that. You as well. Thanks for being a supporter of the channel for so long. I do appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. So yes. But yeah, draft it went all right. Like, I had a good time with it. It was the deck was fun. It wasn't, I don't think it was a bad deck. You know, probably not the best. I will say I was a little surprised at how stacked some of these sealed decks were. Like, a couple sealed decks felt like draft decks. But hey, yeah, I don't know if that's going to be common in this environment or not, but a couple of them seemed real tight. Not all, but a couple of them seemed real tight. So not just like a big bomb that beat you. It was kind of like, wow, there's a lot of good synergy here. So anyway, but thank you, Alberto. Thank you to everybody who was watching today. I appreciate y'all. And hey, until next time, thank you. Hang on before I turn this off. Just let me check. Okay. Yep. Yeah, it looks like everything looked good with the stream. The audio seemed good from what I could tell. So we fixed that from last week. We fixed the latency from last week. And yeah, I think we're getting this. And my gameplay's a little better. I won't say my gameplay's fixed yet, but but it's better. It's a lot better than it was last week. So anyway, so again, thank you all. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all soon.